Hey everyone, Halle is 9 days old now and very sleepy. Sleeping away. Our days and nights have been going good for the most part. Every so often we have a pretty rough night. Our first 2 nights in the hospital, of course, we didn't get a whole lot of sleep because the nurses kept on coming in and out. And then at home, our first 2 nights were kind of rough, trying to adjust to being home. And I actually think Halle wasn't bundled up warm enough at night, so those were a little bit rough. And then once we figured that out, we had a really good night's rest. That then turned in the next night to a bad night because I ate something spicy, and that was not good. And the lesson is learned, not eating anything else spicy because this girl eats whatever I eat, and spicy does not settle well. Then we had a good night, and then last night we were having a rough time again, and now it seems like her days or nights are really messed up. I don't think I went to bed until like 3:30 in the morning, and we slept through our next feeding, and then she has just not wanted to wake up since then. But I'm waking her up every 2.5 hours, getting some food in her, and then she just goes back to sleep. I wanted to share with you some of the things that are necessities from this last week that we have had, and most of them have to do with feeding Halle, of course, because that's pretty much my #1 job right now. I have my mom here, and she's taking care of the big 2 kids, and so that is so much help because right now my first priority is Halle, just getting her food in her, making sure she's getting what she needs, and just trying to get used to this new life that we have in our house now. The first 2 things that I really think are very important are some silicone nursing pads called Lily Padz. All it is a silicone. One side is kind of tacky. You can pick them up at Motherhood Maternity. Every single one of those will carry it. Or check your local Target store. That's actually where I got mine. The next item would be a breast pump, whatever kind that you have, whether it's electric or if it is a hand pump. Have a breast pump. Just so you can get some extra milk to store away, and also just to help see kind of how your milk production is going, and also just to give you a break at some point. I'm working on making a bottle for Halle, so at some point, either when we're around other people, I can feed her a bottle, or I'm looking for it. I would love it for our kids and for my husband to be able to feed her and have that little bonding time for themselves of feeding Halle. 2 articles of clothing that I really enjoy is a nursing tank and also a nursing top. The nursing shirt actually has a little like passageway, like secret place to be able to nurse. And when you're wearing it, it's totally hidden. You can't even really tell that it's an actual nursing top, unless you probably know about these little secret tops. And I bought the ones that I have at Motherhood Maternity, and I'm hoping in a couple of days that I'll be able to get out of the house and go find some other ones at Once Upon a Child, who also carries maternity clothes, and I called and they said that they do sell nursing tops too, so we'll see if I have any luck being able to find any ones for cheap. Another thing that I think every mom knows is you need some type of nursing pillow. When I had Hannah and Zeke, I had a Boppy. And actually with Zeke, I ended up buying one of these, my Brest Friend pillows. And it didn't work really well with Zeke. I think I may have been a little bit too overweight to use it or something. I don't know. It just didn't work well for me with him. But I hung on to it and started trying it with Halle, and I absolutely love it. Yeah, it gives your back some support. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really well shaped. And I tried using the Boppy pillow at first with Halle when we got home, and it just, well, I used it in the hospital. And it really, I mean, it worked okay, but it really wasn't that great. And, but this one just really, like, is the perfect shape for nursing. My favorite 2 items for the actual baby is Swaddle. This one is actual, like, really well, it's a SwaddleMe. It is just, it's Velcro on the outside, and then there's a little thing on the inside that you tuck in, and then there's some more Velcro to hold this on. And then the other thing that I absolutely love, good morning, is these gowns, because they are so nice and handy when you need to do a diaper change. I do have a onesie on Halle to keep her warm, But they're just so nice and easy access for diaper changes. And it keeps her warm for the most part, because all I'm exposing is her legs for her diaper change. Stretch away, because it's time to eat. She's been so sleepy. And the very last thing that I absolutely love and have been using ever since Halle was born, I used it in the hospital as well, is an app on my phone called Total Baby. If you have an iPod or an iPhone, this app is amazing. I'm not sure if they have it for the Android. They might have a version kind of like it. And I actually can't remember if it's free or if you have to pay for it. I bought it when I was pregnant with Hannah, I believe, or Zeke. I don't know. I know I've used this app with one of the other kids. And I'm using it with Halle, and it is just amazing, especially in the hospital, because the nurses are constantly coming in and saying, when did you feed last, how long on what side, and how many diapers did they have, were they wet, were they dirty, and if you're anything like me, I could not remember at all. So on my phone, I could just use this app, press the button, and just record whatever had happened, and then when the nurses asked, I had it right there. And it's also really handy being at home, so I know, like, how long she's nursed, how long has it been, when do I need to nurse her again, and it's just really amazing. The downside about the app is I looked, and it really doesn't show you all the great things about it before you purchase it, but I'm telling you, in my opinion, it is totally worth whatever money it says it is. And if any of you go and look and find out how much it costs, let me know. I'm curious to know how much it costs now, if it does. Hopefully it's free. I don't know. But I absolutely love it. I call it my brain because my own brain doesn't really work all that great with this lack of sleep to know what's going on. For those of you that are here, have found my channel for the weight loss stuff and health and nutrition and everything, stick around at the end of this week or hopefully the beginning of next week. I plan on going to Weight Watchers and doing my first weigh-in. Haven't quite decided if I'm going to share my weight, but I probably will, just because I know the number's not everything, but it is a really good guide while you're trying to lose your weight and get to where you want to be with your goal. It's towards the very end that don't really care about the number and just go for the fit of my clothes. Yesterday was a little bit of a rough day. I went down in the basement and dug out my clothes of what it's going to fit me now that Halle's here and I'm in my after baby body. And I'm in my biggest size that I kept. I actually I gave away all my biggest clothes that I fit in before I lost my 50 pounds after Zeke's birth. But so it's a little discouraging having to get my biggest clothes back out, but I know what to do. I know I can do this and get down to where I was before I got pregnant with Halle. So it'll be a journey, and it'll be, I don't know, hopefully it'll be easier than hard. I don't know. We'll find out. So stick around and we'll get through this. Okay, it's time to eat. Bye-bye.